In a quiet corner of a soft green meadow where the flowers swayed like lullabies in the breeze, there lived a little butterfly named Luna. She had wings painted with gentle colors, lavender, sky blue, and the palest pink. Her wings shimmered like morning dew and fluttered like whispers. Every evening, as the golden sun dipped low and the sky turned soft with purples and peaches, Luna felt something special deep inside, a little whisper that said, "It's time to rest now, little one." But Luna, like many young butterflies, found it hard to slow down. Her wings still wanted to flutter, her heart still wanted to explore. Maybe just one more flower, she'd whisper to herself. One more soft petal to land on, one more breeze to ride. But tonight felt different. Luna sat quietly on a velvety bluebell, her tiny legs curling in, and she looked around. The meadow was growing sleepy. The daisies were closing their eyes. The tall grasses were yawning in waves, and the fireflies were blinking their soft lights like tiny bedtime lamps. She blinked her eyes slowly, once, twice, but her wings gave a little wiggle. They weren't ready to rest yet. That's when a voice floated to her on the breeze. "Luna, the stars are waiting. Are you coming to sleep?" It was her friend Milo the moth, who always knew how to drift off peacefully. He was already nestled in the crook of a sleepy sunflower, his wings wrapped around him like a cozy blanket. "I want to sleep," Luna whispered back, "but my wings are too fluttery." Milo gave her a gentle smile. "Then maybe it's time for a little adventure, a quiet one that leads you all the way to sleep." Luna's eyes sparkled. "A sleepy adventure?" "Yes," Milo said softly. "One where you find the Dreamy Grove. It's a magical place where butterflies go to rest, but only those who are truly ready to feel calm and still inside can find the way." Luna felt something tingle in her heart. She wanted to find the Dreamy Grove. She wanted to feel that stillness, to rest her wings, and to feel safe and sleepy. But how would she get there? "You must listen closely to the wind," Milo said gently. "Follow the soft sounds. The quieter they get, the closer you are." Luna nodded slowly. She stretched her wings just once, softly, gently. No more fast flutters tonight. She lifted off the bluebell and let the quiet wind guide her. The wind was like a lullaby, slow and easy. It whispered to her, "Slower now, softer now. You are on your way." She passed a sleepy squirrel curled in a nest of moss. She saw a baby owl blinking its heavy eyes beneath the stars. All around her, the night was becoming still, and inside her, something was changing too. Luna's wings moved slower, her heart was softer, and a tiny yawn escaped her mouth. Maybe, just maybe, she really was on her way to the Dreamy Grove, but the path wouldn't be easy. There would be things that tried to keep her wings busy, things that distracted her from sleep. Yet Luna felt brave in the quiet. She had begun her sleepy adventure, and high above, the stars blinked slowly, as if they were watching her and waiting. Luna glided gently over the sleepy meadow, her wings brushing the cool night air like soft whispers. The wind hummed a quiet tune, and the moon peeked from behind a silky cloud, casting silver light over the land. Every sound was softer now, every color dimmer. The world was tucking itself in. As Luna flew, she came to the edge of the fluttering forest, a place filled with tall trees, slow breezes, and leaves that danced like lullabies. The trees there didn't talk much during the day, but at night, when everything hushed, they sang soft songs only sleepy butterflies could hear. Luna hovered at the edge, feeling a bit unsure. The forest was deeper and darker than her meadow. Her wings fluttered faster, just a little. "Is it too quiet?" she wondered. A voice from above said, "Don't be afraid. The quiet is where the dreams grow." It was Elder Pine, the tall, gentle tree who had stood for hundreds of moons. His branches moved slowly, like a rocking cradle in the breeze. "Are you looking for the Dreamy Grove?" he asked, his voice like the soft creak of a treehouse floor. Luna nodded, landing gently on a leaf. "Yes, but sometimes I feel wiggly inside. My wings don't want to rest." Elder Pine rustled kindly. "That's why you must listen to the forest. Let it slow your wings. Let it soothe your thoughts." He stretched one long branch out and pointed to a little glowing path beneath the trees. "Follow the lights, but go slowly. The forest will help you learn to rest." Luna took a deep breath. in through her tiny nose and out through her little mouth, just like Milo had shown her once. As she fluttered down into the trees, she saw them, soft little lights, glowing on the ground like tiny golden pebbles. They pulsed gently, like a heartbeat, like a lullaby. Thum, thum, thum. She followed them, slow and steady. Each glow whispered, "Slow down. Soften your wings. Breathe." Along the way, she passed a family of sleepy hedgehogs curled in a leaf pile, their tiny noses twitching in dreamland. A breeze tickled the leaves, making them wave gently, like hands saying goodnight. But then, something rustled nearby. A flurry of feathers, a burst of color. It was Pip the parrot, wide awake and bursting with energy. "Luna!" Pip chirped, doing a loop in the air. "Want to play wing tag? Want to race to the top of the tallest tree?" Luna blinked. Her wings twitched. Part of her wanted to zoom, to flap fast, to giggle and race. But another part, deep inside, felt the sleepy glow from the forest, that warm, slow rhythm calling her back. "I think," Luna said softly, "I want to feel calm tonight." Pip blinked. "Calm?" Luna smiled. "Yes, I'm looking for the Dreamy Grove, and to find it, I have to move like the wind when it's falling asleep." Pip twirled once in the air, then floated down beside her. "Maybe I'll come with you. I've never tried going slow." So the two of them fluttered gently together, wings barely moving. Luna showed Pip how to breathe slow, how to feel the quiet inside, and for the first time, Pip didn't zoom. He drifted. Together, they floated deeper into the fluttering forest, where the lights glowed softer, and the world whispered quieter. Luna was getting closer. She could feel it. The Dreamy Grove was waiting. Just beyond the stillness, Luna and Pip drifted slowly beneath the tall trees, their wings brushing the cool night air like feathers on water. Every flap was softer now. Every breath was deeper. The fluttering forest had gently wrapped around them like a cozy blanket, and the lights beneath their wings flickered ever so quietly. But soon, the soft glow of the forest path faded into a new kind of shimmer, one that rippled and sparkled gently. Ahead of them, flowing as slowly as a sleepy sigh, was the yawning river. It wasn't a loud or rushing river. No, this river moved like dreams do, calm, slow, and smooth. Its surface shimmered in the moonlight, and soft mist floated above it like a silvery blanket. "The yawning river," Luna whispered. Pip blinked slowly, his eyes growing heavy just looking at it. "Why does it feel so quiet here?" "Because the river never hurries," came a soft voice from below. It was Tulla the turtle, who was floating gently on a lily pad, her eyes half closed. "Are you looking for the Dreamy Grove?" she asked, stretching her neck with a sleepy sigh. Luna nodded, resting on a tall cattail. "I am," she said. "But sometimes my wings feel too wiggly, my thoughts too swirly." Tulla smiled and gave the gentlest blink. "Then you must float with the river. Let your thoughts drift like little boats. Let go of the flutters and float. Float. Float." Luna and Pip fluttered to the edge of the river. There, nestled in the soft petals of a water lily, they each found a perfect spot to sit. The petals were smooth and cool, like a hug from the moon. "Close your eyes," Tulla said softly, "just for a moment, and let the river rock you." Luna closed her eyes. She felt the lily pad sway, gently, back and forth, back and forth. She took a deep breath, in and out, in and out. With each breath, her wings felt a little heavier, a little sleepier. Pip let out a long, slow yawn. I didn't know rivers could make you so relaxed." Tulla smiled. "It's not the river, it's you. The quiet is already inside you, little wings. You just have to find it." Luna let her head rest on the softest petal. She imagined that the river was carrying her gently, slowly, to the Dreamy Grove, and maybe it was, because just then, a soft swirl of mist drifted past, shaped like a trail, a path of fog leading gently through the reeds where fireflies blinked like tiny stars. Luna sat up slowly. "I think it's time to go." Tulla nodded. "Keep floating, even when you fly." So Luna and Pip lifted off once more, moving slowly, peacefully. The river sparkled below them, whispering, "Shh, shh," like a lullaby made of water and moonlight. Luna's wings didn't flutter now. They drifted. She wasn't in a hurry. Her thoughts were slower, quieter. She was getting closer. She could feel it in her sleepy heart. The Dreamy Grove was near. Luna and Pip followed the soft, misty path that floated above the yawning river, their wings barely making a sound. The air around them was cooler now, like a blanket just pulled from the shade. It smelled like wildflowers and bedtime stories, like something old and gentle. As they drifted forward, the trees began to open up, and a wide, open space appeared, bathed in soft starlight and sprinkled with sleepy flowers swaying in the wind. "This is the swaying meadow of whispers," Luna whispered. The flowers moved as if dancing to a lullaby only they could hear. Their petals brushed together so quietly, it sounded like the softest whispers, like a hush that floated through the air. "Luna, rest your wings. Peep, slow your thoughts." The flowers weren't just flowers. They were speaking, whispering, singing. Pip blinked sleepily. "They're talking." Luna nodded, hovering lower. "They're telling us how to rest." In the middle of the meadow, they saw a circle of the fluffiest dandelions, their white tops glowing faintly like tiny full moons. They looked like pillows made of wishes. Luna landed gently on one. It puffed under her weight, soft and cloud-like. Pip landed beside her, his eyes wide. "I feel floaty," he said. "That's the meadow," came a new voice, light and airy. It was Flufflet, a tiny pollen sprite who lived among the flowers. She was barely bigger than a raindrop and shimmered with sleepy dust. "You're almost to the Dreamy Grove," Flufflet said, swirling gently around them. "But to enter, your thoughts must be slow, like a butterfly dancing in a dream." Luna nodded slowly. Her wings barely moved now. She could feel the stillness in her chest like a calm little pond. "Let me help," Flufflet said kindly. "Let's do the 5 feather breaths together." Luna sat quietly, her tiny legs tucked under her, and Pip curled up next to her. Flufflet began. 1 breath, like a floating feather, in and out. Luna breathed in slowly, and out even slower. 2 breaths, like petals falling, in and out. Pip's eyes fluttered, his breathing slowing down. 3 breaths, like clouds drifting, in and out. 4 breaths, like the hush of nighttime, in and out. 5 breaths, like the stars sighing, in and out. By the 5th breath, Luna's wings were barely moving at all. Her thoughts were soft like the dandelion she rested on. Pip was already starting to doze, his little head nodding. Flufflet smiled, her voice a breeze. "Now you are light enough, soft enough, sleepy enough to find the Dreamy Grove." Luna blinked slowly. She was almost there, almost, but she knew there were still a few more places to pass through. Not because she had to hurry, oh no, but because every step was helping her become ready. The meadow whispered one last lullaby as they rose again, drifting through stars and petals and dreams. "Slow, sweet wings. The night will carry you." Luna and Pip floated just above the sleepy flowers, their wings trailing sparkles of stillness behind them. The whispers of the swaying meadow faded, and ahead of them rose a soft, round hill that seemed to glow with moonlight. It wasn't a big hill, not tall, not steep, just a slow, gentle rise in the earth, like a soft place where the land sighed and rested. At the top of the hill stood a tree, small, cozy, and round, with branches like arms folded in a hug. Its leaves were shaped like tiny feathers, and they rustled only when the wind exhaled. Luna landed first, her feet sinking into the soft moss that blanketed the hill like a bedtime rug. "This place feels like a whisper," Pip murmured, settling beside her. "It's called the Gentle Hill of Hush," came a voice from within the tree. Out popped a sleepy little mouse named Nibbins, wearing a tiny scarf and blinking slowly. "Everyone who comes this way must stop here for a little hush," he said. "Even the noisiest thoughts have to rest." Luna tilted her head. "How do you hush a thought?" Nibbins smiled. "With kindness. You sit still, breathe deep, and you whisper to your thoughts. It's okay to be quiet now." He showed them how. They all sat together under the tree. Nibbins tucked his tail around his feet. Luna closed her eyes. Pip rested his chin on his feathers. "Now think of something gentle," Nibbins said, "like a warm breeze, or the way sunlight feels on your wings, or a hug you love. Luna thought of the bluebell she liked to rest on, the way it swayed with her weight. Pip thought of his grandma parrot's lullabies, the way they floated into dreams. The wind made a soft sound through the feather leaves. Hush, hush, hush. All at once, the world was still. Even Luna's thoughts were slower, softer, sleepier. She looked at Nibbins, who was already nodding off beneath the tree. "Thank you," she whispered. Then, as gently as clouds rolling across the sky, she and Pip lifted up again. The hill behind them disappeared into the hush of the night, and ahead, a faint glow sparkled in the sky, just a little brighter than before. Luna's wings moved like slow waves now. No flutters, no rush, just soft glides through the cool, quiet night. Pip floated beside her, his eyes heavy, his yawns becoming more frequent. "Do you think we're almost there?" he asked sleepily. "I think we're getting closer," Luna whispered, and then, just ahead, they saw something floating above the earth. Something fluffy, glowing, and round. It wasn't the moon. It was a cloud, but not just any cloud. This was a cloud nest. It hovered in the air like a cradle in the sky. Inside it were gentle creatures of the night, all curled up and fast asleep. A baby fox, a pair of sparrows, a soft pink possum, all snuggled together. The cloud didn't just look like a bed. It felt like one. Luna drifted closer and felt her wings become heavier, heavier, like they didn't want to fly anymore. "Let's rest here," she said. They both snuggled into the cloud nest. It felt like cotton and whispers, like dreams waiting to happen. A soft wind rocked them back and forth, slow and gentle. The stars above twinkled like lullabies in the sky, and just as they began to doze, a light voice whispered from nearby. "You're almost there, little ones. You've done so well." It was a starling, a bird made entirely of starlight. Her feathers shimmered with sleep dust, and her eyes sparkled kindly. "You've breathed slowly, you've listened closely, you've let your wings rest," she said. "Now there's only one path left, and it leads straight into the Dreamy Grove." Luna blinked, feeling a peaceful hum in her chest. "But can we stay just a little longer here?" "Of course," the starling whispered. "Stay until you feel still and soft and safe." So they stayed. Luna nestled deeper into the cloud. She closed her eyes, listening to the wind hum a sleepy tune. Pip had already begun to snore, soft little puffs that sounded like peep, peep, peep. Luna smiled. She didn't need to rush. She was almost there. The cloud nest cradled Luna and Pip for a long, quiet while. The stars blinked slowly above, and the breeze rocked them gently, like a lullaby with no end. But eventually, Luna opened her eyes. Not because she was restless, but because something deep inside her whispered, "It's time." Pip yawned, stretched his wings, and looked at her sleepily. "Time for what?" Luna smiled softly. "To go the rest of the way." The starling reappeared, her glow a little brighter now. "Follow the hush, and you'll find it." With one last stretch and a slow, cozy breath, Luna and Pip floated out of the cloud nest, drifting downward like snowflakes in moonlight. They passed through a mist that smelled like lavender and rain. The stars above seemed to lean in closer, watching quietly. And then they saw it. Nestled between two gentle hills, surrounded by glowing trees and a pond that shimmered like stardust, was a place that felt like sleep. It was the Dreamy Grove. The trees had hammocks made of vines and leaves. The grass was so soft it looked like it had never been stepped on. Tiny butterflies, just like Luna, rested on petals and curled into the crooks of branches, their wings rising and falling with slow, sleepy breaths. There was no sound, only the soft hum of night and the feeling of being home. Luna fluttered down, her wings barely moving now. She found a gentle flower with petals curved like a cradle, and she nestled inside. Pip landed nearby, yawning one last time before curling into a bed of moss. The starling perched above them and whispered, "You've made it. You let go of your flutters. You followed the quiet. And now, it's time to rest." Luna blinked slowly, her eyelids heavy. The quiet wrapped around her like a soft scarf. She felt warm. She felt calm. She felt still. Her last thought before sleep was of the wind whispering, "You are safe. You are cozy. You are loved." and then her wings went still. Luna, the little butterfly who followed the sleepy breeze, had found her rest, and in the dreamy grove beneath the stars and surrounded by stillness, she fell into the sweetest, gentlest sleep.